Hey everybody, welcome back. I don't know what episode this is of the association mode, but yeah, basically today we're playing the Cavaliers. I got Russell Westbrook, for Derrick Rose last episode, and we're going to play with him. If not, we're going to trade him for Damian Lillard, and then if he doesn't work out, we'll trade him for Chris Paul. Anyways. So basically, this game, though, if you guys never saw, we didn't really lose that. I just skipped it because I thought we could win it, but apparently not, even though we were #1 and everything at the time. So today we're playing the Cavaliers. Someone wants to trade me Thaddeus Young and Austin Rivers for Iman Shumpert and Amir Johnson. I think we should say yes. Because I'm on Shumpert, I guess you could call him that. Okay. Well, no, I guess we'll just keep it then. Anyways, we're playing the Cavaliers today. And I'm gonna upgrade the difficulty. I think 1 up this episode, just because I wanted to have a more entertaining episode for you guys, or just to see how it works. Now that's the problem also, because then maybe we won't get to see how good Russell Westbrook is for our team. Exactly, just because he will have to play a harder team. But now that we got him back, we're 1 and everything again, and we're playing at home. So this might be lucky. And this team, 13th defense, 30th offense, though. Which, looking at their team, doesn't seem like it'd be 30th offense, but whatever. And yeah, they're just going to play that jersey. So let's get to it. Let's get our lineup. And we're going to be playing Danny Granger. We're going to be playing Wilson Chandler. And yeah, everybody the same. If you guys want me to trade Thaddeus Young for Iman Shumpert, you can tell me. But honestly, I think we should just keep them. So
it's a view here of the gorgeous Riverwalk.
I think it's best for us. So we're making it from All-Star to Superstar, and after that's Hall of Fame. But we're just gonna make it Superstar for right now. Yeah. All right. So it should be good.
The top destination here in beautiful San Antonio, Texas.
Okay, they got Meta World Peace, Jordan Crawford. This is not too good of a team, but I mean, I don't think it's like 30th offense, but I don't know.
The home of the Spurs, live on 2K Sports.
We'll see how Russell Westbrook can do.
Should be a great Saturday night for the NBA. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is
Of course
Kevin
I missed.
Harlan.
I have a problem with that.
Now
All
a
right,
chance to
let's
check
get up.
out tonight's
Kyle Lowry,
lineups.
Russell Westbrook.
We'll be watching out for today, Anthony Davis.
He's very savvy in traffic. When he gets inside, has a kind of an uncanny way of
If I lose, I
shielding
mean,
himself
it's
from
going to be okay.
contact and
I
finding a
really
way
don't
to
want to
finish
lose,
at the
but
rim.
we'll see. It's a
That's
tough
exactly
matchup
right.
today.
What also comes to mind
Because they're already a
is his persistence on
decently
the offensive
win
boards.
team, but now we're going to play like
Second
Superstar.
chance points
So defense is
always
going to be
add
better.
up.
Everything's just
Take a
going to
look
be
at
better.
the
It's going to be
Cavaliers.
harder.
Well, it's been an improvement this year over last
That was
season. They
mostly,
made a lot of
I don't know.
adjustments, and happy to see that they translate into some tangible results.
Well, I think for Cleveland, they've certainly gotten off to a great start, and
Oh,
it wasn't
our ball.
expected from
Nice.
most. This was a team that had low expectations, but
Why is
really
Russell wearing
quick
like blue
start
and red
here.
shoes?
Yeah, pleasant surprise to start the
Because
season.
like in this game, they
They've
make you
gotten off
match,
on the
so it
right
doesn't make
foot.
any sense to me.
You
All
know,
right,
we may
very
have
lost
to
the ball.
revise our expectations for this club.
Meta
They
World
look pretty
Peace is
tough right
stealing
now.
it for my. Okay.
Lowry passes to Crawford.
Oh,
Rejected
Russell Westbrook
by
with a
Westbrook.
block.
Fast break, here we go. Chandler kicks to Granger. Good.
Tough defense, but
Granger's
Westbrook
got
is
the
there.
opening field goal of the game for the Spurs.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the
I think we
finger
might
roll.
be switching out one of the
Well,
centers or power forwards
struggles
soon,
for a
because it's an
young
okay
is
tall team,
figuring
but
out
I
how
think we
to
should just
win
get more
on the road.
shooters and
winning
stuff,
on the
especially
road
since
is
it's
not
on
just
Superstar,
execution, it's
like I said,
preparation
and
mindset.
Alright,
And young
we're doing okay
teams
right now.
struggle to put that together, and the
Danny
Cavs
Granger
were
will help
certainly
us, though.
a team that struggled with that.
Now here's Chandler
See.
after the miss
Okay.
from Crawford.
That's not his hot spot, so I can't expect him to make it
And
from
we're
there, but it
about
was
a minute and a half
a decent
into
shot,
the first
so
quarter.
we'll just say that's okay for now.
Lowry dishes to Crawford. He feeds it to World Peace. Pass to Davis. Takes it from 10. And that one hits back
There we
iron.
go.
For the Cavaliers, being young was a big problem, and not having much luck with injuries was another. But, Steve, it can be tough to score points when you're on the road, and they struggle with that in a big way.
Well, they would end up in the bottom
he missed
5
the
in
layup.
scoring last year while
We're not
on the
doing too good. We
road,
scored
and
2
that
points.
did
We're
them no
doing good on
favors.
defense.
And
So that's
that was
something, I
another
guess.
issue. They couldn't stop anybody. So you combine bad offense, bad defense, going on the road, you're in some trouble.
Oh, it's goaltending
And that
now.
basket
So
is
for
gonna
some reason, when you have
count.
goaltending
Goaltending,
off,
the
every time it
official
turns into a foul,
He thought he
you
had that
grab
one
it, it's
clean, but the
goaltending.
ref saw it differently.
I guess.
They'll count the basket.
But that
And
sucks.
you can hear the reaction of the fans to that call.
Well, it's obvious they did not like it, Steve.
And a
There
foul
we go.
called on the shot.
All right, taking
Got
it
on the
inside, I
layup
don't know.
that
It's not
time,
really-
so he'll shoot 2 right here.
I
working,
think this
but
is
at the
one
same
of the more
time,
amazing
I don't
stats in
know.
sports.
We're like 50% inside
Think
right now.
about it. No matter the season or the roster, the Spurs just seem to find ways
Swish.
to win 50 games. They've done it 14
I want
straight
to score a decent
seasons
amount
now,
each
which
game,
is off the charts.
so we can still keep up our stats. But I don't know,
Here's
Superstar, it's
Crawford.
pretty hard.
He's coming off a 13-point
dog
game
shaking
against
his
the
collar
Pelicans
like
in New
right from-
Orleans.
Okay,
And
their
that's
ball,
out of
good
bounds.
job.
Cleveland will retain possession. Doris Burke has some information for us.
Team
Doris.
has no hustle.
No, a short time ago, I had a chance to
I don't know, I
catch
feel
up
like this
with
might
Greg
make me mad
Popovich.
Playing on
He
Superstar.
said that one player he's really wary of is Anthony Davis, adding
Oh,
he
take
can
that shot.
impact the game in so
Yeah,
many
Anthony Davis
ways.
pump fake me, he's gonna trick
Defense,
me.
shot blocking, rebounding, and scoring. He's still adding muscle, and we've got to capitalize on that strength advantage at both ends. Kevin, that's the MO for any young player. We'll see how he stands up to it.
Thanks again, Doris. Gets it to go. And Clark, as you said, the Spurs last season hitting 50 wins for the 14th consecutive season. By the way, that's
We're 1
an
of 4,
NBA
okay.
record. Second closest were the Lakers with 12 straight,
Boom.
Steve, from 79 to 91.
Yeah, 58 wins last season for San Antonio. Greg Popovich calls it corporate knowledge, just the consistency that comes with the experience of the group. And they've been together so long, particularly that core, that I think it allows the Spurs to really kind of
Blocks.
cruise at times during the
Rebounding, we need to get up. Our blocks are always doing okay. Ooh.
Here's Westbrook. Lowry with the block. And he gets it back.
See, right there, I was kind of...
No good.
Wait.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get
All
it
right.
going.
Right
That's
there,
good.
I don't
You
know
can't leave him
what was
alone,
happening,
especially
to
from
be
long
honest.
range.
I mean, he lost the ball. I didn't know I was going to get it, and when I did, I didn't know what was happening, so I shot it kind of late, because I was like, all right, I'll take it. And I was thinking, should I go inside or should I not? And then it was too late, and yeah, so that happened.
Steve,
So,
I love the
I'll
way
just
they
explain
attacked
that
at
right
every
now.
opportunity. They never were on their heels, and eventually that allowed them to pull
And our
away.
defense is okay. At the same
And
time, it's
Lowry
like
gets it to go.
kind of lacking.
That is a terrific
He has all
effort
their
on the
points.
shot. He's
You gotta
giving
stop
up
him.
a lot of size, but still finds a way to score.
I don't think that affected him in the least, though, Steve. I mean,
That's
he
not
made
it.
it look like he
That was great
the bigger
defense.
guy. And if they know what's good for him, that's the way they'll defend against him
percentage is
every
all
time he takes
terrible
the ball
now.
into three-point
That-
territory.
Well, you're right. Anything less than
So
air
we have to shoot 50%. This game
will
makes you
usually
shoot
result
50%.
in 3 points. Well, Meta can still give you some points
Okay.
when he plays, but I think his days of being an effective scorer are gone. I mean, never really was a high percentage shooter, but now he stays right
We're going
around
to
that 40%
sit out DeAndre
mark.
Jordan
Timeout
for Josh
is called.
Smith
First
right
of
now.
the game
We'll see
for
how that
the
works out.
Cavaliers. And for Meta, never really known for his offensive talents, but he was a reliable contributor, Clark, on the offensive end for most of his career. As you said, that seems to be in the past now.
You know, that's not to say he still can't come up with a big shot every so often, but there was a time he could be a second or third option in your offense. I think those days are in the rearview mirror.
Now more of a specialty player.
I agree.
Oh, stuff.
Nothing dropping for him, so I think in the best interest of his team, he may need to think about not
Wow, it was
shooting right
wide
now.
open.
That's good.
Late
Good
reaction from the defense.
We're doing okay in
and
Superstar. I
he's
mean,
always gonna make
could
good
do
on
way
that.
better, but we're up by 7, so I
Last
guess
game
that's
for the
okay.
Spurs, they picked up the W against Memphis.
And Kevin, they played such terrific defense in that game. It took a
Let
lot
up
of
right there.
pressure off them at the other end of the court.
Yeah, and you can't just pick one or two players out who stood out defensively. There was plenty of credit
Swish.
to go around.
Thinking
Hasn't
about
been able
Russell's,
to
he's
get
a
it
better
going
shooter
offensively. It's been a slow
in
start
this game
for him.
to us
The
than
Cavaliers
Chris
trail
Paul
by
or
7.
Derrick Rose. But, you know, it's about doing more than that, so
Crawford
that's
passes
something
to World
that's
Peace.
going to change things.
Right side, world peace. Outside, Lowry. From 13, and that
He
one's
took a
good.
weird shot. I wasn't ready for that.
Lowry's got 9 points. 36 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Smith drives in. Back to Westbrook. Fires the 3. It's good. The
Man, he's
assist
hitting
that
shots
time
on good
from
defense.
Smith. And it's 8 points for Russell Westbrook.
Offensively,
He's got 2 rebounds, though,
he
so
can
that's
be
also
the
something.
engine that drives
We get a
them
point guard to
at
get
any
rebounds.
given time.
Lowry gets a screen from Crawford.
But at the same time, assists, I don't expect a lot
Outside
from him in
for
this game
Lowry.
just because
Crawford.
he can shoot.
And the
Um,
three ball is good.
And he's getting rebound. All right, we can't let
Crawford's
them do
got his
this. We're
first
just
bucket of the game, and he's on the
getting torn
board
up.
for 3.
You know, getting that first make is key after 4 misses to start, guys. I mean, hopefully he can build on that.
Oden kicks to Westbrook. On the wing, Chandler.
I don't know what I did there. That was not his
The order
fault.
of the day as the first
That
quarter
was
comes
definitely
to
my
a
fault.
close. Spurs lead by 5. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
Okay.
On tap next Friday, November 29th, the Los Angeles
Dwight
Clippers.
Howard and Joakim Noah on the Clippers. That's going to be a team of Weavers. We're going to have to use
All
both
right,
of
the
our
second
centers.
quarter beginning in just a moment.
DeAndre Jordan, I'm not going to trade though,
Well,
just
the
because
Cavs really
we
didn't
probably
have a lot of
won't.
players
We
that
definitely
demanded
pretty much
attention
won't,
on
or
defense
Grego
last
get
year. Really,
their same
just
talent
Kyrie
for
Irving,
the
and when he
same
was out, their offense
price
had no
and
punch.
rating.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second.
Oh, that was
Little
a
Bees is out
cool
there with
play.
Anthony Davis. Then it's
I
Okafor.
didn't finish my
Then
sentence
there's
until he made
Dragic,
that.
and it's
Not sure why he
Crawford
made
at
it
the
so
shooting
tough,
guard.
but whatever. It was okay.
Dragic with it.
Oh, Goran Dragic's on the team. Okay.
It's Crawford on the wing. Davis setting the pick for Crawford. And the shot is
Crawford
good.
and Lowry
Crawford's got his second basket of the
Lowry
night.
are doing
And
so
for the
good right now
Cavs,
against
Cleveland
us.
managing just 6 wins out of the 30 games they had out of conference.
Well, when you can only win 6 games against the West,
Shooting shots
there's
that he
a pretty
can't-
good chance you're going to finish.
he's not
at
too
the
good at,
bottom of
so
the
I
East.
apologize,
Thought
but
injuries really derailed the Cavs season, but they weren't ready to go out on the road and beat better Western teams. Too many young players on the team that just didn't understand the
he
NBA.
misses
And what an
a B,
amazing
but
run
he
it was
makes
for
a
the
D
Spurs
plus.
last
Okay.
year in the postseason.
The rating system
They
has
swept
no
the Lakers, survived
point. Doesn't
Golden
make any
State,
sense.
and then dismantled Memphis on their way to the NBA Finals, and then of course
Pull up,
seconds
swish.
away from another championship banner.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Dragic with it. Westbrook picks him up. Dragic dishes to Crawford. Kicks to Davis. And the layup's good off the glass.
Okay.
Davis has got his first basket. Well, getting back to the Spurs, they look better and better as they went deeper into the playoffs, Clark. Heat were thought to be the heavy favorites at the start of the NBA postseason. But when they met in the finals, thoughts on who would win, I think, were pretty
Another
much
three.
split.
Yeah, and eventually,
Let's
this
go.
was one heck of a series because the Spurs
Great job,
not only had
Russell. This
experience
game
and talent,
definitely
but
coming
they
out.
had multiple options offensively and did such a terrific job sharing the ball. They took the Miami Heat to the limit, but at the end of the day, it came down to LeBron James and Dwayne Wade rising to the challenge.
And Kevin, he comes away.
All right, we're
with
doing
a
well
lot
against
of
our first
steals
superstar
by
matchup.
being patient and picking his spots and anticipating, when the shooter is going to go up, and then he just strips it away from him and heads the other way.
And he's really one of the most heads-up defenders you'll see, too. I mean, you've got to take care of the ball when you're around him. You know, the Cavs have been very mindful of remaining flexible in terms of the salary cap. And when you do this, you set yourself
We
up
missed
to
too many
perhaps
layups.
make
That's
a
our
big
problem. We
splash in
missed
free
a lot of
agency at
layups,
some
to be
point, and
honest.
you know what's coming. They might have a chance to re-sign LeBron in 2014 with how their books look.
Crawford passes to Dragic. Okafor. And that's good.
That was a great
And
play.
it's Dragic
Great
with
play
the
by them.
assist.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
Oh, it's off the charts.
And here we are with our great
Defensively,
play.
I mean, they have to
There we
start
go.
shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down.
Whoa.
Superb.
We just let him get past
above the rim
everybody.
action.
And that had been the rumor for a while. The Cavaliers looking to maybe mend some bridges and bring LeBron back into the mix when he hits free agency next year. Their books are certainly in order for it, Steve, and it might happen.
Hey, you never know. I mean, nobody expected LeBron
Alright.
to leave in the
When
first
someone's hot,
place,
they're hot, so
why not
I
give
can just keep
yourself an
taking that.
opportunity?
But right
You
now,
are
I'm going to try some
in
new
his
shots. He can
backyard
definitely
in
still
terms
make
of
shots,
LeBron's
but
hometown. So I like what the Cavs have done. They've added young talent, but they've maintained flexibility
ooh,
just in
get
case.
the ball. Wow, well, why can't we rebound?
Dishes to Davis.
Another
Don't forget
block.
that.
We still can't rebound.
Dragic kicks to Okafor. Crawford goes up again.
Watch him make
And
this.
the basket
Of course.
good.
Jeez.
And now it's just a
We
4-point
got like 3 blocks
Spurs
that
lead.
play.
Pulls up on the wing.
That was a horrible pull up.
That's short off the rim.
Wasn't ready to pull up right
Russell
there.
Westbrook suffering that torn meniscus in his right knee after the collision with the Rockets' Patrick Beverly in the first round of last year's playoffs. Really just derailed the Thunder's hopes for a championship.
There's Dragic with the 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Odin's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Okay.
Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the
And
latter half of this
of
2-game
course,
homestand.
not our ball.
A
Okay.
lot of fans focused on that matchup for New Orleans.
Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Going back to Westbrook until that knee injury, he never missed a game in his 5-year NBA career. Clark, the longest consecutive games streak in the NBA.
How about
Wow.
going back to college and high school? Didn't miss any games there either.
True, right,
Remarkably durable. So this is really his first experience with a major injury, Kevin. Knowing him, though, and his tenacity and his desire to be great, I think he's going to be able to respond just fine.
And it's Dragic off the drive. And there's the call on Chandler.
I saw that coming
That's
from a
his
mile away.
first foul.
Maybe no, I didn't
And
have
you know,
to.
these
It's a couple
calls
inches
can be
away.
some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
And so here's Cleveland. They trail by 1. Here's Dragic. And no good. And a chance to take the lead. Spurs have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Granger kicks to Westbrook. Looking to end the drought.
That's not in.
And it's Emeka Okafor with the rebound. Okafor's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
If he can improve on what's
40%.
been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
World Peace on the wing. That doesn't go either for World Peace.
Somehow they got the rebound. Somehow that made sense.
San Antonio with the rebound.
Okay.
Odin's got his 7th rebound here tonight. This game against
What
Cleveland
was
is
that?
the
It was a
first time they've met this season.
Well, last year they won both meetings in the season series. It wasn't a surprise.
Okay,
I mean, this
it's the
is
second time
better
Danny
team.
Granger's done this season.
56
I mean, I heard the
seconds left to
sound. It
play
was like
here
a
in the
block,
half.
but okay. Each time it's their ball.
Dragic kicks to Crawford.
Can't handle the pressure, I guess.
And the pass to Okafor.
Hold on.
And all under the rim that time
Seconds
before
from the
dropping
stats. All
it.
right, we're down now.
Okafor's got 4 points now in the quarter. You know, Clark, it can be a point of pride. Hey, you know, we split 1-1 with the marquee team from the other conference. But, you know.
You know, it's something to point to, Kevin. You know, when your overall season.
At least Wilson Chandler finally got in there without
that's
getting
something
blocks.
that you can look at and say, hey, progress.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's Crawford with the drive. Outside for World Peace.
And another foul would give him
You
3
get the fucking
before
bonus
the
if you
half.
want.
Something to keep our eyes on.
Okay.
For Cleveland, they have
I don't
gone
need
2
some
for 3
weird
at the foul line in
shit.
this game.
He changes his name
First free throw is
to
good.
do good.
And the Cavaliers making a change
He
here.
is weird. Swear to God, I'm sorry, but fight random people. I mean, you just change. You're just weird. Just weird.
And World Peace
Okay.
drops them both. Now here's Westbrook. 11 points in the game. Smith on the wing. Westbrook, while recovering, to stop the run. That's good from Chandler
Swish.
on the assist by Westbrook. 9 points for
Taking too
Wilson
many threes,
Chandler.
but inside we haven't been doing
Tie
too
game
well.
in San
be honest.
Antonio. And it's
Now,
All right.
presented by Sprint.
The weekend is in full swing on a Saturday
11
night.
points, 2
Glad
rebounds,
to have
and
you
2
along with
assists.
us.
Good job.
The Spurs are fighting for control. So a tight game for the Nuggets.
The Sprint halftime report, presented by Sprint.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
Well, Westbrook has been great. He's got 11 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
Yeah, productive day for him from long range.
You know, the Spurs really have a cohesive culture, and part of that is something that Greg Popovich has been able to do, and that's being able to join guys together that normally might not hang out. For instance, you have
Wilson
Matt
Chandler's
Bonner
done
taking
good
Steven
past few
Jackson
games as
out
well.
to a
We've been switching
Coldplay
point
concert
guards.
last season.
Russell
One
Westbrook
way
seems to
to
be
help
doing
guys
okay,
get to know
but
each other off
until
the
we can
court,
find a
and it
permanent
helps them
replacement,
on the
which
court.
this is pretty
We've
much
got
a good
Wilson
contender.
Chandler. Danny Granger out there with Russell Westbrook.
You know, he's
Then
done well.
Smith, and it's Oden in at the center, filling out
Another
the
block. Too many
That's
blocks
the
this
San
game, but we
Antonio
can't do rebounds, I guess.
Chandler with the ball. Picked up by Davis. A three-pointer, no good. And back to Popovich and the Spurs, he really makes a point of getting to know his players and have them get to know one another.
That's right, Kevin. He likes to have his players have a sense of perspective about the world. He wants them to know that there are other things going on besides the
Another
NBA.
block.
In fact, back in 2012,
Just get out. We
he
blocked
had
you so
the
many
players
times this
watching
game.
the presidential debates together.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Crawford kicks to Lowry. The second chance effort.
What?
And it's good on the way in. Lowry's got 11.
And this offense needed that one after 4 misses to start the half. Last season, Emeka Okafor was healthy after a tough spell of injury in New Orleans, guys.
But this game just makes you miss every single shot.
With his rebounding
Swear to God.
numbers on a per-minute basis.
Here's Lowry. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
And so Lowry nails both of them. And you look at the numbers for Okafor last season, his field goal percentage did fall, his worst in the last 7 seasons, Steve.
You know, he started shooting over twice as many mid-range jumpers as he ever had before in his career. And maybe that's because he's getting a little older. He's not able to get to the rim quite as often.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Well, the sailing was not smooth for Jay Smooth last year, as he had some contentious moments with the Hawks organization at times. Was even suspended a game by the team back last January.
Back to world peace. The 17-footer goes down. World peace has got 8 points. San Antonio's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. And even though Josh
he made a
Smith
shot.
is from
Great
Atlanta,
job.
there have been some misgivings there really from the beginning.
Yeah, you know, after he said he wanted that max contract, his name came up going into the trade deadline. In the end, the Hawks didn't get any offers they liked, so they just allowed him to hit unrestricted free agency this offseason.
Oh, perfect play.
And a fast break
Go.
for the Spurs.
Boom!
How about
That was a great play.
fantastic finish? And
Everybody
the
gets
aggressive
blocks.
move, too,
They try to
Kevin.
hustle.
Send
We're
a
just too
message,
good for
Clark,
them.
with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
Look at that
Stolen by
steal.
Westbrook. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Westbrook
Don't
leading
need
the
to pass
charge.
it. He's got that. He's
And
got
I'll
it
say
right
this
there.
about him, Kevin. I mean, looks like he's made of rubber sometimes because defenders just bounce off him when he's driving the lane. What a finisher.
And I also think he might have played a little football, Steve, because he's excellent at intercepting passes. I mean, that seems to be his calling card defensively. Well, Mike Brown hired back to the Cleveland Cavaliers. I got a chance to know him a little bit when he's an assistant with the Pacers early in his coaching career and was let go by the Cavs back in 2010. Family laid down roots in Cleveland, and I think he's glad to be back.
Lowry kicks to Crawford. To halt the run.
Ooh.
Here's world peace.
He's a weird shot. He
No
doesn't even
good on the
jump.
3. Spurs leading by 6. Westbrook dishes to Granger. And that comes off.
Everyone was like, oh, he's made a couple shots. So they give it to Westbrook, and he's getting guarded. Oh, Danny Granger's been open. Great
Let's
run.
take this opportunity to show you the teams that have been the best three-point shooting squads over the last 10 games. Number 1,
We're
the
still the
Spurs.
best three-point
The
shooting team, even though we
Cavaliers
suck.
When you knock down three-pointers at a high rate, it's attributable to spacing, Kevin. Spreading the floor so defenses can't cover that shot and get there to challenge it.
And Cleveland making a change here. Schved's checked in.
Whoa. Okay.
No good.
That was an interesting
and
shot.
San Antonio will go the other way with it. And for Mike Brown, his firing, kind of a desperation move by the Cavs
Good
to try
job.
to keep LeBron James. Steve, how'd you analyze that?
Well, I'm not sure that LeBron actually wanted him gone, but, you know, he's a great defensive strategist, a guy who excels in player development. And give credit to him. He didn't burn any bridges when he left. He maintained strong relationships there in Cleveland. And it's great to see Mike Brown back there with the Cavaliers.
Gets the bucket.
No matter who
He
it
had
is,
3 on
that
us after
kind of
hitting the
defense
worst shot
is
I've ever, or
not
trying
gonna
to shoot
cut
the
it.
worst shot I've ever seen.
San Antonio leading by 7.
Got tough defense on it now.
The rebound by Okafor.
We couldn't really figure out what to
Cleveland's
do.
gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Count the
course it's-
basket
oh, of course
and
it's an
the
and one.
foul. It's going to be on Josh Smith.
What a play. The hoop plus the harm.
Excellent concentration on the finish. That's big time.
Miami's checked in for the Cavaliers.
You know, guys, Emeka Okafor was the #2 overall pick out of Connecticut back in 2004. And because he was drafted so high, some people may have expected more. But I always saw him as what he's become. A physical, bruising big man inside who can rebound his position and do the little things to help you win. And he's done that consistently and effectively throughout his career.
Lowry kicks to world peace. That falls. Nice feed that time.
And
from
now they're
Kyle
having,
Lowry.
yeah, now you know run.
Lowry's got 3 assists in the game. And there's the whistle.
Somehow that was
on
a
the
shooting
shot.
foul,
Took the
but
foul.
whatever, I'll take
Shot
it.
misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Emeka Okafor really
Josh
Josh
Smith definitely hasn't got fouled a lot this season.
Well over 255 pounds. You know, physically, he's
Oh, I
always
knew.
been the
We always go on
perfect
9 to
picture in
1
terms
runs, or they
of how
do.
he conducts himself, how he readies for a season.
Never go
Yeah,
9
he's
to 2
got that
runs.
chiseled frame that actually reminds me a little bit of you, Kev.
Thank you,
Although
Steve.
he stands almost 7 feet tall.
No,
You're-
I'm not. I'm 6'2".
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's so kind to say.
Sure.
I appreciate that a lot. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lowry fires. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
You really don't
There
want
we
to see
go.
him missing those mid-range shots, but when he's open, he's got to shoot it.
For 3, Westbrook gets it to go.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Westbrook's got 11 points here in just the second half.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Lowry drives in. He kicks it to Mahinmi. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Pretty passing.
We're letting them go on
Timely
runs,
recognition
but
as to where the open man was.
still up.
Here's Westbrook. It's rebounded by
Okay, I know. All
Mahinmi.
right, this
That's
game,
some
it's
more
like
rugged play from
you
them inside.
have made too many shots in a row, so we're gonna make you
Decent
miss.
edge
It's
and
like,
rebounds thus far.
okay, I
And that
guess.
hard work on the
So it's
boards
like every
needs
open
to
shot, you're gonna
continue.
miss.
That
I know
could
it's like
be what
just because
swings
it's open,
this
you're not gonna
game
make it either,
eventually.
but they make you miss
Ranger
every open shot.
outside.
And an excellent shot. Nope, you can't make that.
The
You made too many
third quarter,
shots.
just a
This game
terrific
has
so
to make you
far.
shoot 50%. You can't have a
Spurs out
breakout
in
game.
front.
No.
They
You're on
lead by
All-Star or
1.
whatever, and
Don't
you're
go
playing
anywhere.
on 50% sliders, which is the normal sliders.
Next
It makes you shoot
Wednesday.
50%. Nope, can't go above that. But if you do, only 3% though.
Welcome back as we get rolling once
All right,
more.
we gotta
The
close out this
fourth
quarter, though.
right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for San
That was a lame
Antonio.
play.
Well, the
He was
great
trying to steal it, just hit off
passing
his.
we saw
Oh,
in the
it's okay, it's
first
our ball.
half has carried
That's
right
definitely their
over
ball,
into the
but yeah,
second.
it's
They've
whatever.
also
I'll
been
take it.
pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
A
Shooting
moment now
foul.
to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court for Cleveland, Anthony Davis is out there with Haslam. Then there's Dragic. Then it's Derek
His shot's
Williams.
pretty good.
And it's Lowry in at the point guard
It's the first time I
position.
shot free throws
The Spurs
with
have
Russell
always
Westbrook.
been very mindful of resting key players during the regular season. Some of it has to do with the age of their players. Some of it is regarding talent because
Now
they knew
there's
they were a
Phil.
playoff team most years. And you look at the research, there is something to be said for not playing guys when they're fatigued because injuries are more likely if you play
All
tight.
right.
And back to the Spurs and their strategy of resting their star players, not without some controversy. The NBA, as you may recall, fined the Spurs and Coach Popovich for sitting all their starting players for a nationally televised game back in November.
Well, it was their fourth game in 5 nights, and Pop wanted to rest some of their guys because of just the nature of their schedule. But I think the problem was he didn't give the league advance warning. In that game against Miami, when he rested those 3 players, he actually sent them home. And I think that was a little shot at the league. And that's why there was a problem, and that's why the Spurs and Popovich ended up getting fined.
Here's the floater.
Get stuffed again.
And a fast break now for the Spurs. For 3, Westbrook. That's
Oh.
rebounded by Cleveland. They'll be
He's
playing
doing so
host
good
to
this
Miami for
half.
the next game.
But like I said,
That
this
will
game
be
just
a
doesn't
quick
make it.
pit
And it's
stop
like,
before hitting
oh
the
yeah,
road
well it was
again.
in and out. No, they just made it in and out, so it seems like you should have made it. Well, that makes it worse. So
A
whatever.
few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Lowry kicks to Williams to tie it up. And the
Good stuff.
rejection by Smith. They get it
And
back.
now we can't stop
And the
them.
shot
Okay.
is good.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they
We
just
still have a lot of
not
points in the
been
paint for
able to stop
us shooting
today.
all
I
outside
think it's
shots
time
this
to
quarter
make
pretty
some
much. in
adjustments
most quarters.
defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Westbrook,
Okay.
no good.
I understand we're shooting a lot of threes, and I
stolen
understand
by
what's happening. Oh,
Boy, I love it. Active
Dunk.
hands on the steal.
Yes.
Active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
And Lowry gets it to go.
come on.
How about that going up strong? I mean, he doesn't care how much height he's giving up. It's attitude with him.
Westbrook, and it comes off the front of the rim.
Awesome defense. I
Not
mean,
really
he'll
clutching
hit
it.
those
Come on,
unless
man.
you're right in
Gotta
his
clutch
grill.
it. Gotta clutch it.
Pass to Lowry.
Rebounds where they're winning
That's
at
it,
right
coming
now.
off
Okay,
an
and now he's
assist
hitting.
from Dragic.
I thought it was a 3, but
18 points for Kyle Lowry. For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Here's Smith trying to get open as Odin.
Yes.
Nice shot by Smith. Just under 2.5 minutes
23
gone
of
here in the
49.
final quarter.
We've each made 23 shots. How coincidental.
Lowry against Westbrook. Davis with
they've
the
shot
screen
more,
on
I think.
Westbrook. Williams dishes to
But
Lowry.
blocks count for more, so.
Cleveland moving the
And
ball
the rebounding,
around.
like I said, is over us. That's one of the reasons we're
Williams
not
passes
winning
to
by
Lowry.
too much.
Outside Dragic.
Oh,
on the
we
shot clock.
couldn't get
And
there in
another
time. Yeah.
three for
Okay.
Cleveland.
Despite
This
his
is definitely not
ineffectiveness,
clutch for us.
the team has found other scoring options, which you have to have when one of your main guys is struggling.
The shot's good from Westbrook.
Josh Smith was
Well,
open,
they
so I
were
tried to
sleeping
pass
on
it, but I already
defense.
shot.
The defense really didn't do its job.
Yeah,
I
there
mean,
should have been a foul there. He was being
react to
triple
the
teamed.
ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
Well, and at
Shooting
this stage,
60%
it's
this
such a tight
half.
game. I think this is when tired legs
Come on.
start to show, and the defense can become vulnerable in the low block.
Yeah, you're not. There we go. You're open.
And guys, here
Let's
in the fourth
go.
quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
This could be an instant classic, fellas. I mean, this thing has all the looks of a game that's going to go right down to the last shot.
Lowry kicks to
Don't
Davis.
say that.
Back to Lowry. The finger roll finish
couldn't
at
get
the
there.
bucket. Lowry's got 11 in the second half.
Wow, we were leading by 10 at
Gotta
the
love
one point in the
finger
game.
roll
That's
up
just.
and over the defense.
Westbrook kicks to Smith. Off target from three-point
Shit.
range.
We should be
For
making
Cleveland,
twos,
they've
but
gone 5 for 9 from the
he was
field in
open.
the
That was
final
just
quarter
good hustle
so far.
defense.
Dragic gets the bucket.
I'll tell you what, the first half may have been a little slow, but both clubs really picking up the intensity here in the second.
I'll say that's for sure. I mean, things have really ramped up
Switch.
here.
Westbrook with the bucket.
Okay.
He's gone cold at the wrong
I don't need to be
time.
taking fadeaways either.
Struggling to score here down the
My fault.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He told them, this is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout.
We
Put
can't
some
have a
pressure on 'em.
lost home
Show
game.
'em
We can't
how
do
much
it.
you want it. Let's go get it. Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
And it's Lowry penetrating.
Whoa, that floater.
And that one's
Oh
good
my
by
gosh.
Davis.
Rebounds,
Davis
rebounds,
has got 4
rebounds.
points now
Gotta
in the
do it.
quarter.
Well, that's the way to get
Yeah,
the
look at
board
that.
there.
Look at those.
Just been rebounding well
We're
all
losing
game long.
so much in the rebounding category.
Westbrook kicks to Granger. 1:30 left in the game. Drills the three-pointer.
Yes.
Huge shot
Danny
there,
Granger's
and
our
the
three-point
crowd,
shooter.
Clark knows it.
Complete euphoria there, Kevin. They're going crazy.
You talk about some happy people, man. These fans are fired up.
And it's Lowry penetrating. And
Oh, he
Green gets
jumped
the
too
whistle that
early.
time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
All right. It's
I
okay.
like the call. I thought
Okay.
the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think
Well,
he's
yeah, I
set
like the call. It was
underneath.
obvious.
Good
It was a
blocking
good
call
call.
that trip.
It's a game, though, so don't just miss calls,
Lowry
really.
dishes to World Peace with the lead pass. And it's going to be out of bounds.
Wow.
The Spurs will take it.
That was terrible by them. All right, we're going to hold on to it a little bit.
So here's Westbrook.
Why are they booing?
Got a chance
It's
here
a tie
to
game,
get
and we just
30
get the ball
on
back.
game.
Well, I tell you what, Steve, he's really scoring well, isn't he?
Making it look easy, really. I mean, he's just having his way offensively.
Smith on the wing. Back to Westbrook. Sinks it.
Wide
What
open.
a top-notch
Let's
game
go.
he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Come on.
Westbrook against Lowry. Crawford. There's the feed to World Peace.
Our block's coming out.
Outside Westbrook.
All right, we're holding on to it.
32 seconds left to play in the final quarter. There's the dish to Granger. It's good.
Switch!
From beyond the arc.
Now we're up by 5
That
17
just adds
seconds.
to what's
Let's
probably an
go.
already insurmountable lead. I think they'll be walking out of here with a
No, it's
pretty
not
easy
insurmountable. We're up by
Steve, I
like
think
we're
that's
up by
a given.
2 at that point. Commentators. Talk about
Here's
clutch.
Davis. It's Crawford on the wing. Gets it to go.
All right.
And that's what you love to do as the road team, Kevin. Hit the big shot to take the crowd right out of
Well,
it.
they've done that for sure.
They sure have. And that shot
All
right
you gotta
there
do is-
had
oh,
a
there
huge
we go.
effect on this crowd.
I
And
didn't
they
want it.
commit an intentional
mean,
foul. We'll see another
his
one of those
hands.
so they can get into the penalty.
Oh,
Yeah, you can't let them
That'd be in
pound the
bonus.
ball and just milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line.
And so they foul intentionally. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up
There you go,
making
there
the
you go.
second, and that gives
all you
them
gotta
a
do right there is at
4-point
least make one.
lead. Westbrook with the steal.
Steal.
And so it's San Antonio
Boom.
straight by with the win. And Clark, you know, it was
Wow.
quite a nail bite.
Yeah, it was tight. Their guys were able to
I think
come
we
up
found
with
our point
big
guard.
plays down the stretch,
That was
and that's
crazy.
the difference.
Really
Well, that'll
was.
do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
Wow. That is crazy. There's number 1 for Russell Westbrook out of many. Danny Granger, clutch threes. Thank you. 31 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists. That game, I couldn't really get him too many stats. He had to just score for us. Just wasn't really much for him, other than scoring. And let me just say, that was great. We won in all but the second quarter. In the fourth quarter, we usually have a lot of trouble, but we did okay. And our record is still pretty much perfect technically, but you know, I guess we'll just count that one lost game. All right, let's go look at the stats. Russell Westbrook, 31 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 blocks. Danny Granger, 13 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and a block. Greg Oden had 5 blocks, a steal, 3 assists, 9 rebounds, and 11 points. Wilson Chandler had 11 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and a block. Josh Smith with 4 blocks, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, and 7 points. So all in all, we had 13, I can't count, 13 blocks. So there you go. Our blocks were good. But he made 4 threes. Danny Granger, though, shooting 75% in threes. Holy crap. All right. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I really did. Next game, we're just going to keep it this level because we barely won. So we're going to keep it this level. We're going to keep Russell Westbrook. And we're going to keep all of our players for now. DeAndre Jordan, we do still play him, but Josh Smith did okay. And that's only if we have really tall power forwards or centers that we just can't beat. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like I said, leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll see you guys next episode of this and whatever I make. See ya.